Welcome, everybody, to Respect Your Story. Respect Your Story is all about acknowledging people who have achieved so much in their lives, who have taken ownership of their journey, of their dreams, and with grit and determination, achieved their goals and have come up in their lives feeling fulfilled, happy, and inspiring all of us. So today I'm especially happy to welcome Uzma Sheikh Jamal. She is a personality transformation and emotional fitness coach, and she's the founder of Educate to Elevate. Besides a ton of other things she's done, which I was like, wow, she's also has a master's degree in bioinformatics, a bachelor's in life sciences, and she's been featured in the media in so many different ways and she's on the podcasts and interviews. So I'm very happy that Uzma is here today to share with us her journey and how she's so young. Look at her, she's so young. So welcome, Uzma, and I'm looking forward to asking you a ton of questions.
Thank you so much, Shobhaji. And I'm really honored to be on this interview series of yours because the title itself attracted me so much, respect your story.
Yeah.
Because that's actually, the essence of your own personality and your own journey. Once you respect yourself, your journey, people will respect you. So I'm really looking forward to this interview.
Great, Uzma. And you rightly said that when you learn to respect yourself and value whatever it is that you do, then that vibration spreads around you and everybody else can sense it and will respect you. So tell me, Uzma, how did this kind of wisdom come about? And is it something in your, like a defining moment in your life? How did this happen that you went into coaching?
I would actually like to share here two defining moments of my life because, as you mentioned, Shobhaji, that my masters and bachelors have been in core science subject, and I'm in love with science. I call myself a science geek. And then, right after my masters, like something happened in our family because of which we shifted from Delhi to Lucknow. Otherwise, I've like been born and raised in Delhi. I'm like the Delhi girl all throughout. So coming to Lucknow 10 years back, it was a big change because that time Lucknow was not that much, culturally developed and everything. And there was a lot of difference which I felt in the culture, in the people and everything. And that time in Lucknow, my field did not have much work or scope. So I had to pick up any random job because of course that was the need of the family that both the kids have to start earning because we lost our father at that time. So I started searching for jobs. What can I do? And I felt that okay, bioinformatics is related to IT, let me see something in IT. And there were people who were here in Lucknow 10 years back, they were saying okay, we'll give you 3,000 rupees. I said look at my credentials first and then say what are you saying, and yeah, it was very depressing that time. Actually, I felt that I would not be able to do anything. And then I don't know, I was looking on Naukri.com for some jobs, and I stumbled upon the job of personality development trainer, and somebody who trains people. So I thought I can give it a try because I've been in school time and I've always loved to be the center of stage and like being out there and performing. So I went and I took the I was there in the interview, and it was a tough one. And I still remember that she's been my mentor also. After that, I really respect that lady. And I just got this, it always happens with me in my life that I always get this intuition or some message from the universe. It makes me feel okay, do this or do that. There's no logic behind it. And I was offered a very small amount. It was not even in double figures at that time for salary. And even then something inside said to me I should give this job a try. And I started doing that job, and I used to get a group of students who I used to train to speak well, to be on the stage and work on their confidence. And I felt this is cool, yeah. I mean, I can do this. This is something I've always wanted to do also, but then I chose to be a science student, and then, all into those Pradeeps and medical and all those things. But then this was something in the hearts of my heart I always used to enjoy. So then I found my calling, that this is something that I enjoy and I can make my career into it. So that was the first defining moment where there was a 180-degree shift in my career, and I realized this is something that gives me happiness. And second was, of course, during the pandemic, when after having 10 years of good career in that particular organization, working for them and training so many students, I felt that it's time to quit and start something of my own. And people were like, are you crazy? People are trying to secure their jobs during the pandemic so that they have an earning, and you are trying to gamble your job and everything. I said, I don't know. Again, some message from inside is coming that now it's time for me to, start something of my own and become an entrepreneur. And that's how, yes, 2020 was another defining moment where I took up life coaching and started Educate to Elevate.
That's fabulous. I mean, that takes a lot of courage, because if you think about it, when everyone's saying that you should have job security, you should be careful and not, pursue something that could be a risky venture, you still went ahead and you did Educate to Elevate. And that helps so many different people from right timing, in fact, because that's when so many people needed guidance. They needed somebody to pick them up, to get them to understand what's going on, and as well as for mental fitness, which is so much the wellness area that you're in. So just to backtrack a little bit, when you were actually thinking about the life coaching aspect and actually signing up for it, and then you started Educate to Elevate, was there any moment you experienced obstacles, doubts, and maybe a moment where you thought, okay, no, I'm not going to do this? Was there any time that happened, and how did you get over it?
To be honest, Shobhaji, every now and then such thoughts come because life of an entrepreneur is not stable. I mean, when you're working, come what may, first of the month there will be amount credited in your account, and you will get an SMS and you'll be happy. But when you are an entrepreneur, you do not know this month you're going to earn something or you're not going to earn something. You get into a comfort zone. 10 years I've been in that homeostasis, in that environment, and kind of you become a celebrity among the students and everything. You enjoy that. And then suddenly when you're on your own, you have to again, like for me, I know if I go anywhere in Lucknow, I will find my students. My family used to get so irritated. We used to be in mall and suddenly I would see somebody jumping to my feet and saying, oh, Usma ma'am, you are here. I used to get scared. And they used to say, if you always embarrass us, what is wrong with you? I said, what do I do in this? And then now I have to actually tell people what I am, my credentials and everything every single time I'm meeting new people. Of course, the audience has become global. Yes. So because of that, these doubts do come. But, I realized this thing that when in my 20s, when you are in your 20s, you are a workaholic and you're like, I will win the world with a lot of hard work, and kind of attitude is there. And it really took a toll on my health. I didn't used to take leaves at all. So my family used to be like, you don't spend time with us. I used to do all work. My students have to help them out and everything, which of course I will not regret. But then now, even if those obstacles, are there, or there are sometimes those sinking feelings where I feel, okay, have I done the right thing, or it would have been better to be in that stable job. But the work-life balance that I've got now, because I know some days I can take off. I can sit with my mother, spend time with her. Like recently, my brother got engaged. So it was only mom and I would not have been able to do it had I been in a job and not in my own business. So that freedom that I've got, and I have joined gym. So I'm working on my physical fitness also, which I knew I would not have been able to do. So yes, there are times that are there. And seriously, if you decide to become an entrepreneur, you have to be strong enough that you'll have those dark days where you
Yeah.
will feel that you are going into that pit.
Mm.
It's just that you have to remember your why, that why you have done it, that itself will, pull you out from that. And the next day you'll be like, it's a new day, let me start again.
Okay, so tell me, what is your mission statement, your why? What is your why?
My why is a quote that I heard, a very famous motivational speaker said that I aspire to inspire till I expire.
Oh.
And the moment I read it, I was like, wow, this, it clicked to me. And that is like my motto. I really want to, help, especially the younger lot, which is there, people who are just out of college and they're searching for jobs. Education system in India, sadly, Shobhaji, you would also agree that it does not make you very employable. It makes you very intellectual and intelligent, but the employability factor, even after taking, doing your MBAs and good degrees from college, that does not come. Why multinational companies like TCS, Infosys spend again lakhs on each candidate and train them for 2 months, despite these people are coming from Delhi University, Jamia, all these best universities of India, because the education is not like that. So, these young leaders, they really need, to understand their communication skills. And I've seen so many kids, they have so much talent. I've had people from countryside also coming. They come to Lucknow and they have this pressure of, to get a job and send money to their house. And there, when I'm able to help a kid, clear a job and get money and send it to the family, I feel that, that's like my mission. I really want to help the young leaders of India and outside also, so that they become, as I say in Educate to Elevate, that magnet of success.
Wow. Yeah, that's powerful words. And it's powerful to actually encourage young people to figure themselves out, because usually the soft skills or the social skills or communication skills is what is most vital to be employable, to actually get a job or to go for job interviews or even to function in a culture, a corporate culture. So what you're sharing is actually vital and very important in this day and age with many of the youngsters who don't have those skills. But how would you say that what your training as like whatever you've done as a trainer, is that helped you as a coach also?
Yeah, it has. I mean, of course, training is very different from coaching, because in coaching, you are not supposed to give suggestions.
Yeah.
But, I feel a lot of things have to be customized as per your audience also. Okay. So, of course, when I'm taking one-on-one coaching, that's absolutely a different scenario. But when there are workshops happening or group sessions are happening, so it has to be amalgamation of training and coaching, with you need to, as Indians love, to get advice and suggestions. So, you have to customize things according to your audience as well. So that is why, not like completely spoon feeding them, but whenever I'm taking group sessions, so some hand holding to just trigger some creative thought process of that, so that they can work better and they can understand, okay, in which direction they need to go. Yeah. And that's how the combination of trainer and coach has helped me, because as a coach, I can work on their mindset and actually help them build a stronger foundation by uprooting all the negative beliefs that they have or the habits which are there. And then once as a trainer, I give them certain tools to practice, the combination is more fruitful.
Okay, that sounds like how it would actually work for you as well. Have you felt that change within yourself, like when you transitioned from being a trainer to a coach? Is probably a life lesson as well for you as well.
Absolutely. I have seen that I've become so much grounded and stable. Baji, I'll tell you that, I used to have a lot of meltdown during my work time also, when there was a lot of pressure. I mean, especially the last 2, 3, 4 years, things were getting quite messy and there was a lot of pressure on me of the work also. But now when I see myself here, even like today, if there is some kind of negative thing has happened, or there may be some difference of opinion with my colleagues or team, I would be able to understand that from where this person is coming, which I might not have been able to understand when I used to have new trainees on my team. You would get miffed thinking, why can't they be as sincere as I am? Why are they so work shy? I mean, this everybody is giving you so much comfort and everything is positive in this environment. You can't just do this basic thing. But then now when I see, a person who is work shy or somebody who is not able to accept what I'm speaking, I am able to take a step back and try to understand the emotion from where the person is coming, what could be the mindset. And that completely has come because I have understood as a coach the nitty-gritties of the mindset of a person.
Yes.
So I've become better at understanding people and my own reactions and emotions.
Yeah. So the behavior has changed and you understand people better. So that's also helped you also in your coaching journey and be more patient, more mindful. And so tell me, what is, can you share a light bulb moment, aha moment? Like you must have had many of those, but something that would give us some inspiration on how we would pursue our journey in our life. What moments were they for you especially?
Okay. So as a coach, you were asking me or throughout?
No, for you,
okay.
Like as your journey, your specific journey. Yeah.
So, we all have this inner critique in us, and no matter how much well we accomplish or good things we do, we tend to underestimate ourselves, and that I used to also feel. But I used to feel that, okay, I don't know. I mean, I did help a lot of people or trained a lot of people, but you never know. I mean, the validation, most of the time we seek for that external validation. And I remember, so after this COVID and the second wave and everything, I mustered courage that, okay, let me just put up a live event in Lucknow and let's see how it's gonna work out. Its name was Dil Ki Baat with Kuzma, like the words from your heart, if I translate it. So it was good. Everything was set. I mean, in fact, everybody confirmed that they're gonna come. I was almost about to tell the person of the venue that you need to put few extra chairs because I'm expecting more people, the number of the capacity. And then that day it happened that it started raining cats and dogs in Lucknow. It was all flooded and there was waterlogging and everything. And a lot of audience, the people in the audience were young people, college goers who did not have a four-wheeler. They were all the scooty or coming by public transport. So then I started getting calls, Usmadi will not be able to reach and this and that. And it was already time and I was like, oh God, now what is going to happen? Everything is ready and nobody has turned up till now. And then at 4, one of my friends who has also shifted to Lucknow, she's my friend from college, she came first. I was like, okay, one person has come. And then my team from my previous organization where I used to work, the whole gang, all the people who I trained, I mean, some of them I interviewed and selected, those people, somebody came from Gurgaon especially to Lucknow to attend that session, and she was also completely drenched in water. No, I have to come and attend the session. And there was one person who lived at another who was not getting cabs or anything. There was one more person. I mean, then those all people started trickling in, and the strength was less, but then I conducted the entire session, and the kind of reviews they gave to me, I mean, they the way they cheered me, and then the kind of things they said about me, I even now if I see those videos again and again, I start crying. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And I really felt that time, you underestimate the amount of things that you must have done in a person's life. You have contributed. There was one person, her name is Shifali. She said, I came to the interview and I spilled water on the table. I was so nervous. I fought at my place from my in-laws and I came for the job. And Uzma ma'am was somebody who said, calm down, theater. And I knew I goofed up the interview. And even then, she gave me a chance. She selected me and she changed my life. And I could not even remember that interview, to be honest. And I was like, oh my God, like my offering water and just calming somebody had such a big impact that the person remembered and was all edgy while telling that. So, you know, do not underestimate, as you know, respect your story part. I would take that. Do not underestimate your story or the things that you have done in life, because you may feel it's a very small thing, but the impact it has on somebody else could be very big. So, yes, that was a very eye-opening moment for me.
That self-doubt and that whole process that people experience within themselves, that low self-worth, low self-esteem, low confidence, and then when you just have this one person giving you that encouragement, that attention, it makes a huge difference. And you are so right in saying that we often carry all these doubts within ourselves, but when you have that sense to encourage somebody and somebody comes up to you and say, no, you're doing fine, you're doing great, or you see how it's happening around you, that sense of fulfillment comes into, that feeling comes in when you see all your students who actually acknowledge you. So Uzma, this is wonderful sharing. I was wondering also that that a lot of us experience the self-doubt and low self-belief. How does one, as a coach, you have many clients, and as a trainer you've seen many young people, how do you actually inspire people to go forward, to lift them out of that darkness of self-doubt and low self-esteem?
Yeah. So be it through coaching or through training, Shobhaji, I propagate this idea first of all in terms of when I'm talking about self-esteem or working on your self confidence, is that the way you have these daily routine things, like you're taking a shower, eating something, reading or going to office, you need to include certain activities in your daily routine that helps you replenish your self-esteem, which we do not do. So that is one thing which is very important. It has to be taken as important as brushing your teeth. So that, first I try to impregnate that idea in the brain of my clients or the people who I train, that you cannot think of it as some luxury thing that you do once in a blue moon, once you get motivated, okay, I'll do something for my self-esteem or self-love. No, it is as important as, taking food or drinking water. So first thing is that, and those goals are made so that they start doing that. And once this is there, a lot of it is, revolving and associated with emotions.
Yes.
And that is the reason I chose this niche, emotional fitness, because even during the college times when I used to be the so-called love guru of my friends group. So, when my friends would come with all the breakup things and this, that, or anything, I used to attract such people, and I used to realize that everything boils upon handling your emotions.
Yeah.
When you are able to do that in personal life and professional life, everything goes well. And of course, your own self-esteem, it is all associated. So then helping them understand that, even if you are experiencing certain emotions which you feel are wrong, sometimes, you do something, you commit a mistake, and then you feel guilty about it, or, you start backlashing yourself. So it's okay. I mean, you feel that, understand why it's happening, and then start work on letting go it, or start working on how you can make that situation better.
Yeah.
So that is really important, because yesterday only I shared it on Twitter also. I really like this quote Mel Robbins shared, that, stop thinking about it, stop worrying about it, and start doing something about it.
Yeah.
So, we keep thinking, I feel I get a lot of people who keep doubting themselves, who keep saying that this is not happening, that is not happening, but they are not ready to come into the action mode. So my focus is to tell them start taking small steps, and those steps are going to compound to give you results. But then you have to be sudden change, and then you feel like, oh, I'm like the Wonder Woman, and your self-esteem is at the peak. That won't happen. But you cannot feel, you have to start taking those small steps. Just thinking that nothing is happening in 10 days of taking those small steps and then again coiling back won't help. So that's how I focus on giving easy actionable things to my clients so that they don't get overwhelmed and they feel, this I can do, okay, let me try doing this. So that's my strategy, rather than giving them those heavy things or like technical terms and all. Do easy things and start working on your self-esteem.
Yeah, so it's true, Uzma, that we have to keep being mindful about it every single day. It's just like creating a habit. And like you said, it's emotional fitness also means building a mental muscle. This mental muscle of self-esteem, self-belief, self-confidence. Yes, things will happen, things will go wrong in life, and then you work on it. You work on figuring out how to fix it rather than going into self-blame and guilt and regret and all of that, mishmash of emotions. So it's a very important journey that you're on, Uzma, and emotional fitness is what I really believe in also, because as we've been trained through Alpha Stars and Innermost Shift coaching, that it is no matter which level you are at, whether you're a leader or you are a student, whatever you do in life, you're doing from a certain state, a state of mind, an emotional state. And that is something that we really have to work on. So Respect Your Story is also about discovering yourself, being strong enough, determined enough to take that first step out of your comfort zone. And the way you share it is also showing that there are people who will support you all around you. There are supporters. So Uzma, tell me, what's the future looking like for you?
Future of Educate to Elevate is, I'm hoping it to be very bright and great, because now, I am working on, associating with educational institutions. I'm in talks with them, starting with, the schools and colleges of Lucknow, so that I can conduct more of live sessions with them and trying to, propagating this idea, especially in the educational institutions, like it has to start from the beginning. I remember we used to have this subject in our school as EHV, that was Education in Human Values, where in our school we were taught about all the religions. And I, being a Muslim, even today, I know a lot of shlokas of Gita by heart with their meaning and everything. And I know the story behind a lot of festivals of all the different, be it Sikhism, Christianity, Hinduism. Yeah. That really made all of us, we never talked about who is of which religion or caste. We were all together and we loved each other. We celebrated everything together. Yeah. And if this is there, in the same way, working on your mindset, emotional fitness and resilience, all these things should also start happening from the school level. And if it starts from there, where kids are told, how to learn to validate your own emotions, how to express yourself, the journaling part, we would not have these broken generations, we millennials have been, but I feel the future ones will be better.
Yes.
When we talk about they will be better decision makers.
There's a lot of anxiety and a lot of pressure that children experience nowadays to be better, peer pressure, whatever it is, bullying, and as well as social media bringing people closer, learning more about what's happening around us, and wanting to be like somebody else, and feeling that you are not fitting in. So there's a lot of not good enough going around. So you're doing the right thing actually to start from the grassroots level, like from the education system, from the school levels, so that there is that strength, inner strength, rebuilding it, revamping the children's inner sort of emotional levels to understand themselves better and what they can achieve, and also encourage them to follow their dreams, follow their paths, and teaching the parents as well something to that effect. So
Yeah,
are you
very
doing that?
important.
Are you doing that, Uzma? Also guiding parents as well as children?
Absolutely, I do that. And in fact, my partner, Coach Nanda, and I, we did this
Yeah.
series of interviews also named as Thoughtful Thursday. So our
Yes.
entire theme of that season 2 was this: people, who have made it big in the unconventional professions. So the main idea was this: to send across this message, show especially the parents this thing. Look, these people they are minting money being a DJ, being a food photographer, being a fashion influencer, and people are respecting them like anything. The family is very happy, and so your kid can also do the same and can be happy in the work the kid is doing. So yeah, I mean, that's how. And of course, when I talk to people around me, even in my relatives or friend circle, I keep telling all the parents
Yeah.
also, let them do what they want to do, give them
Yes.
that chance first.
Exactly. And this is so inspiring, and thank you, Uzma. This is just so powerful what you shared, that we need to encourage people to follow their dreams, to look for, and parents to look for the talents that their children have, encourage them to grow in that space, and to nurture their feelings in a way that they grow up being confident and empowered human beings. That's what we need in the future. So thank you, Uzma, and I'm so happy that you joined me today. It was wonderful chatting with you. And any final words that you like, any kind of sharing that would inspire somebody else on this journey to follow their heart?
So the last point would be this only, that whenever you have doubt in yourself, just remember the title of this interview series: Respect Your Story. Because your story is really important to you for your own inner confidence, and your story, trust me, can help a lot of people. So be confident, bring it out. Whether you are a teacher, you are a motivator, you are building a business, in a brand, anywhere, just don't be afraid of letting out your story. Go and confidently share whatever you have, because you may feel it is small, but that small story can change life of somebody else.
Exactly. You said it so well, Uzma. Any small thing you do, you can make a difference. So that's what we are looking at. Thank you, Uzma. This was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.